Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Again, I'm Clint, where I teach you guys how to play guitar easily and in detail. So first up, I would just like to say a quick thank you to this person right here for suggesting this video and this idea for me to teach. Thank you very much. And as his comment suggested, we're going to be looking at 5 guitar plucking patterns that you can use as a beginner in order to progress from a beginner to an intermediate pretty much when it comes to playing the guitar. And so for today's guitar playing style, we're going to be looking at plucking to be specific. And so in this video, we're only going to be focusing on this hand right here, or your right hand or your left hand. Depends on what type of guitar and what kind of dominant hands and what type of dominant hand you guys have. So pretty much we're going to be focusing on the hand that you use when it comes to plucking strings in your guitar. And when it comes to this hand right here that you use to create chords or press notes on the fretboard, we're not really going to be focusing on this hand pretty much. So don't mind the chords that I'm playing here with this hand. It's only going to be used as a reference or as an example. That's going to be in a separate video if you guys would be interested in that as well. And another disclaimer for this video is that when it comes to the plucking patterns that I'm going to be listing in this video, it's mainly going to be just the basics or the skeletons or the fundamentals for any guitar beginner player that would be using. So when it comes to the plucking patterns I'm going to be showing you guys in this video, it could get a lot more complex, a lot more complicated, but for the sake of the beginners when it comes to playing the guitar, in this video that would be watching, I'm just going to be keeping it simple for now when it comes to this video. And yeah, I think that's everything for the intro, and without any further ado, let's go straight into it. Okay, so for the first plucking pattern I'm going to be showing to you guys, it's going to be called a basic 4/4 pattern. And when it comes to the hand placements, when it comes to plucking strings on the guitar, I prefer my thumb on the bass string, index finger on the D string, middle finger on the G string, as well as your ring finger on the B string. So it's going to be like this right here. So when it comes to locating bass strings, so for the sake of this video, as well as the average songs that uses bass notes and chords that they incorporate for a song as well, it's usually or commonly it's going to be the lower E string or the A string. So for chords such as the, I don't know, like this one right here, just called the D major 7, you don't need to know the chords when it comes to this stage in the video. It's just an example, so just I'ma chill. And so when it comes to this chord, when it comes to locating the bass note in a song of the strings, so if this is going to be your bottom string, it's going to be your top string. And whatever string or whatever note is being pressed the highest when it comes to this structure right here, so in this case this is going to be your highest string, that means that your bass note is going to be on the A string. It's going to be, once again, bass, D, G, and B. Yep, just those 4 strings. I think it'd be better to demonstrate with the metronome, so I'm gonna just bass, D, G, B, tap, tap, bass, D, G, B, tap, 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 bass, D, G, B, tap, 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 bass, D, G, B, tap, tap, tap. And that's going to be the simplest pattern, and it's a great start when it comes to playing the guitar for the first time as a guitar beginner. And so for the second plucking pattern, it's going to be called a Travis picking, which is founded by Travis, I suppose. And the plucking pattern is going to be this one right here. Once again, it's going to be bass. This time it's going to be the G and the B strings together, then the D string or the next thickest string of whatever chord that you're playing at the time. So once again, in this chord right here, the D major 7 chord, the bass string is going to be the A string, and the next thickest string is going to be the D string. So we're going to be using those two in this Travis picking. So what's going to be constant is the G and the B strings being played simultaneously right after another on the bass strings. I'll show you what I mean. So it's going to be like this: bass, G and B strings together, D string, then G and B strings together again. It's going to be like this. Similar to like the Lala song. You know what I mean? It's yeah, it's like another plucking pattern that you can use. And with the metronome, it's going to sound like this. And when it comes to every click in that metronome, make sure that you're going to be plucking the bass string or the second thickest string every time as you do this plucking pattern. It's going to be like that. Tuck, tuck. Like so. Then like right in between those clicks, that's when you pluck the G and B strings together. Like this. So when it comes to this plucking pattern, this is pretty much used to create a steady yet fast rhythm when it comes to playing your guitar. Similar to how a piano plays, it's like dun, 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 dun. Yeah, nah, I'm not a piano player, but yeah, you get the gist. So when it comes to the third plucking pattern, I'm going to be calling this one a percussive plucking pattern, which involves or is characterized by slapping the fretboard pretty much to create that percussive sound. Like so. Once again, using this chord, waiting it out for one count, then slapping it. Once again, bass D, G, B, waiting it out for one count, then slapping it. Like so. So once again, with the metronome, it's going to be like this. Yeah, just like that. It keeps the rhythm consistent and fairly clean when it comes to using a metronome. So for the fourth plucking pattern, now this one I like to call the pinch pattern or pinch plucking pattern. I don't really know, as long as you get the gist. Now this one pretty much creates a pinching effect or is characterized by a pinching effect by plucking the bass and another string together. So for the sake of this video, we're going to be plucking the bass string. This again, it's going to be the A string. And when it comes to this chord shape, I'm going to be using the thinnest string that I'm pinching right here, or I'm pressing on the fretboard. That's going to be the B string. So I'm going to be pinching this and the A string together. It's going to be like this. Yep. Now this one creates a fuller sound, which is also a good thing to know as a guitar player when it comes to creating different voicings and such. So for the sake of this video, I'm going to be using this example right here as our plucking pattern, using the pinch pattern. It's going to be like this. Yep, once again, bass and the B string together, G string, D string, then the G string again. Yep, then repeat. Once again, bass, B string, G, D, G, bass B, G, D, then G. Yep, and just repeat that. Yep. Just like that. Once again, with the metronome, it's going to be like this, with a cleaner rhythm. Yep, so once again, for every click, we're going to be plucking strings. Yep, just like that. You can also get faster, but yeah, some different ways to practicing that plucking pattern with the metronome. Pretty cool. Now for the final plucking pattern that I'm going to be teaching you guys in this video, it's going to be called a rolling pattern. It's going to be characterized by a rolling motion when it comes to this hand right here. So for example, it's going to be this one right here, this plucking pattern. Once again, bass, D, G, B strings, one by one. Now the only difference when it comes to this compared to the first plucking pattern that I taught you guys earlier is that instead of doing things one by one, for each click in the metronome, we're just going to be doing quick successions. It's going to be like this. Just like that. Instead of the slower, it's going to be quicker. Yeah? Got ashes in my pants, my favorite ones, but I don't care no more. Instead of got ashes in my pants, my favorite ones, but I don't care no more. You can also mix and match and combine some plucking patterns as well. Just going to be something like, I don't know, the rolling pattern and the percussive plucking, which is characterized by the slapping of the fretboard. You know what I mean? It's going to be like got ashes in my pants, my favorite ones, but I don't care no more. You know what I mean? Sky's the limit, as they say. So yeah, this is the end of the guitar lesson. Thank you guys for watching this point of the video. Please leave a like if you've enjoyed it so that I'll know. And please once again do not forget to subscribe and ring the notification bell down below so that you guys will be able to stay updated for future videos. So if you guys would like me to teach anything else, just comment it down below as well. And I'll try to do it for you. And you'll also be able to show your support by sending a super thanks my way down below as well. I really appreciate that. And yeah, so if you guys would like to watch my other guitar lessons or guitar tutorials for that matter, just click these ones right here. It's all good, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.